Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video tutorial on basic mid-game tactics. This week we'll be starting on a new chapter, the chapter of maneuvering material. Now before I continue, there's one very important concept. Maneuvering material is done with a purpose. It does not mean taking a piece and putting it on another intersection of the board. Now, when you maneuver a piece, usually it would allow for some gains in position, material, etc. I believe, if I remember correctly, the derog derogatory term in international chess would be wood pushing, for people who think that taking a piece and placing it in another intersection is called maneuvering. That is not maneuvering at all. And the art of maneuvering in Xiangqi is very delicate and exquisite. So, according to the authors in the book, uh, this there are too many ways. The scope of this topic is too broad, and they chose to divide and discuss only four themes that have been presented in the slides at the beginning of the video. So please feel free to go through the slides again at your own timing. So without further ado, a quick analysis of the board would show that red would have two chariots, two cannons, and one horse. For pawns and single elephant guard. Black would have two chariots, two horses, and two cannons. So Black would have one more major piece, but he would have the same amount of pawns and also a single elephant guard. However, at this point in time, Red would have already snuck a cannon to the bottom rank at the bottom of the corner. And this cannon and this chariot over here can threaten with a checkmate if possible. However, for Black, he had already successfully formed a blockade, limiting the development of this red chariot and also targeting the horse at this point in time. And there's a horse and a chariot that is available for defense should red try any attack from this flank. So it will be red's turn to move. So this is quite complicated. So how should red maneuver his material to gain a significant advantage? Now, in this situation, the first thing to do would be for red to do would be to see if there's any chance of a possible kill. Now, if the horse were not here, the cannon and the chariot will be able to go for the cannon sandwiching chariot checkmate technique. And another thing, um, but for this to happen, the horse will have to move away or you have to be attacked or dislodged. Now, Black can protect the horse with the elephant using the cannon, or he could also use the chariot to protect the horse. So, after much thinking, Red decided to attack with e5 plus 7 to start his assault. Now, this is a very good move because with e5 plus 7, the cannon will now threaten to capture the black horse. And also, black will be forced to protect the horse with e7 plus 5, as I will explain later on. Now, another important thing, if black were to protect the horse in this manner, this cannon will now be overloaded with responsibilities. The first would be to protect the horse, and the second would be to limit the red chariot from moving. Now, it would not be a good idea for red to play c7 equals to 6, which might appear to be a natural move to make, because black could simply move the king to safety. Even if a check were delivered, black would simply retreat his chariot, and this would in fact be a trade of chariots. And after black was already one piece up, so if red decided to trade material, the cannon would now be forming a blockade over here, and it would be obvious that black would have the overwhelming advantage. So usually red would play h8 plus 7, threatening to capture the chariot in this manner. But black could always defend with e7 plus 5, and again this would be a trade. Okay, for example, if captured, black could always counter capture. Again, this would be a trade. The cannon would be attacking, etc. So if red continue, again the chariot retreat, and there's still the threat of the elephant capturing the chariot. So that is why e7 plus 5 is a good move, and this will force red to trade chariots. And after trading chariots, because there's only one cannon left, red's offensive will fall completely apart, and black could have a significant advantage. So that is why c7 equals to 6 is not a good move, because it will not do much at this point in time. So with e5 plus 7, black would be forced to play e7 plus 5. He cannot play r4 minus 1 to protect the horse, otherwise red would have a cannon pin waiting. So no matter which piece is moved, red would capture and gain back lost material to even the odds in material. And once the cannon is captured, another even more important thing will be the red chariot would now be released, and red would actually claim the initiative, and it would be hard to say who would have the advantage at this point in time. So that is why e7 plus 5 is played. And now, because e7 plus 5 was played, this, as mentioned earlier, this cannon was now overloaded. It had overloaded with the responsibility of protecting the horse and also preventing r1 equals to 2. And it would be at this point that red would boldly play r1 plus 2. Now, this would appear to be a sacrifice, but it's in fact a very good move to force black to decide or take a stance on how he would react to this situation. So, for example, if red decided to capture the chariot, which would appear to be natural, red would immediately capture the horse, and now this is one of the basic formations required for the cannon sandwiching chariot checkmate technique to be feasible. Red would, let's say, for example, red would deliver a check. Okay, red would deliver a check, and if, let's say, black chose to play e5 minus 3, red would retreat the chariot, block the elephant from prevent it from going to the edge file. So now red will be black can only move e5 plus 3, and this will be immediate checkmate. If black chose to play k4 plus 1, red will checkmate with r4 plus 1. If the king advanced, because there's no elephant here to cover this intersection, red will checkmate in this manner. So if k4 minus 1, red will checkmate with this. So this is a very basic kill, and the reason for red daring to make r1 equals to 2 playing this move was because of the presence of this kill, and that is why r1 equals to 2 is such a powerful move, because black would have to do something about it, otherwise he'll lose material and also the game. And if we look at the board again in retrospect, e5 plus 7 was a brilliant move. Sorry, because red saw the links between all the black pieces and found that the biggest weakness was black's cannon, which was doing too many things, shouldering too many responsibilities. So with e5 plus 7, red will start his attack, overload the cannon, then through a series of nifty maneuvering, managed to gain a winning position. So this example is slightly complicated, as the tactic itself is considered to be one of the more advanced tactics in Xiangqi. So a quick recap: basic position. Again, red saw the weaknesses in black's formation. e5 plus 7 for a brilliant attack, forcing e7 plus 5. 4 minus 1 is not a possibility, and red will play r1 equals to 2 to gain a winning position. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video. I learned quite a bit from this example myself, and I hope my explanations have been clear and concise. And if you do like the work that I've been doing thus far, please do subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.